let's move it out to the end position and who we should be looking out for here this spring and on into the fall.
With defensive end, Mark, number one, you get Justin Eboigbe back, and that's huge. Just due to Eboigbe, the four-star from Forest Park, Georgia, in that 2019 class, he started to really come on last season, disrupting plays up front, creating havoc there in the backfield before suffering a neck injury. Had to have a procedure done to get that intact, and a lot of people felt like, well, maybe he might pursue the NFL draft, chose to not do that. So he is back for his fifth season with the Crimson Tide. So Eboigbe will provide a lot of leadership there. But along with him, guys coming back that could do some things. You look at Big Jamarian Latham, who came in that 2020 class as a four-star from Pickens County High School. That young man has a lot of ability, has a lot of potential. You look at guys I mentioned earlier. T.M. Smith can play defensive end. Jamil Burrows can play defensive end. But for those two, you're waiting for big numbers to strike. From those two guys. Other names to mention here, you bring in a Keon Keeley, who's a freshman, highly talented freshman. And a lot of people feel like he could be somebody that can make some noise, that can make some impact here in spring ball. So Freddie Roach has a lot of depth there along this defensive line to pick and choose from. Can he pull the big-time production out of these guys? That's going to be the big question coming in. Another name to throw in there, you look at Monkel Goodwine, who can play on the defensive line, that end position as well. And, you lose Byron Young, who was huge on that as a defensive end. And, having his departure, I think he's going to be something special in the NFL, depending on what round does he go in, which team chooses him. But Bama's got talent up front. It's got depth up front. It just comes down to, Mark, who's ready to take the reins as the next disruptor and trying to help out, your linebackers, your inside and your outside linebackers, freeing those guys up to make plays. It all starts there in the trenches. Bama's got the depth and the talent, but can it have the guys to really step up and create those successful plays where you're getting to the quarterback, you're forcing turnovers, and you're stopping the run?
Byron Young, 48 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks for the Tide in 22.